Okay, Sean Fury here again with Sean Fury's Hero Training School, continuing our Hero Training series. So, uh, systems, we're talking about systems, and I just described how a car is a system. Well, your situation is also a system, and you are the driver of that system, right? You're the driver of it, and you're also the mechanic of it. The only problem is most of you, and myself included, grew up never knowing how to fix a car engine, right? If you did, you might have an upper hand on someone that doesn't know, even in regards to this task of managing situations, because you understand how systems work, right? A system is a set of interacting parts which function to produce a desired result, right? Like movement toward a goal, right? Directionality, it's going somewhere. And here's what I bet you didn't know, okay? Uh, People, places, the quality of places, the social norms of places, so whether they're toxic or healthy, and whether they have social norms or a code of ethics, and the people, whether they're aware of their own thinking and their beliefs and values, whether they're aware of their own emotional states, if they're aware of their actions or if they're not, if they're aware of the consequences of their actions and the impact that's having on their own experiences with others and on the experiences that others are having when around them. If they're aware or if they're not, that is affecting the system. It's affecting the directionality of the system. And so if people aren't aware, and if places are toxic and dysfunctional, and if behaviors are antisocial or bad for the group, bad for everyone to do and engage in, or they have a destructive impact on people, right? They're a win-lose or a lose-win, or a win now and a lose later, or they're a lose now and a lose later, right? All kinds of ways to be destructive. Uh, if they're destructive, if outcomes are destructive and derailing, if events are destructive and derailing, they take you off track, away from your goal, away from progress toward your goal. If they destroy your good character, the events or outcomes, well then that's a system that is going to drive you toward ill-being and shriveling life, right? Or maybe a little step up, languishing. These are the people who have described their life as hollow or meaningless, even though they have a house and a job and a car. They just feel empty inside because they're languishing, right? There's something not happening. And usually the thing that's not happening is that they're not actually engaging with their own experiences in a way that is open emotionally and socially through relationship with themselves, with people, with the place they're in, with outcomes, creating outcomes rather than just being a passive victim of outcomes and having a victim mindset, right? They're not getting involved in the creative shaping process. So, for whatever reason, there's a lot of different reasons. Sometimes maybe they have barriers to learning, like envy or low self-esteem. Could even be a traumatic brain injury or intellectual disabilities. Some people are struggling with mental illness or mental health problems, which prevent them from understanding a lot of these concepts or being able to apply them correctly, right? Until they can get on proper, regimen with a clinical psychologist or a medical doctor and get on the right meds and in the right social environment with people that can help them. Other times, people are struggling with substance abuse problems, and so they are, high or drunk all the time, and you cannot uh, create a car engine when you're wasted, right? You can't manage it and modify it in a way that will bring it to a goal that you desire because you're too busy getting sloshed, right? So, or you're going to crash and drive it off the road like so many people do. So, you got to be able to admit if you're dealing with those difficulties, and you got to be able to try to find a way to overcome them if you want to be good at this driving of your circumstances towards well-being and flourishing and the mechanics involved in recovering the health and functioning of the social environment in which you live.